conversations ain't long, but you know what is. I know what that girl them want. London to Taiwan. I got lipstick stamps on my passport. I think I need a new one.
Chapter 5: Strategies in Action. Long-term objectives. Long-term objectives represent the results expected from pursuing certain strategies. Strategies represents the actions to be taken to accomplish long-term objectives. The time frame for objectives and strategies should be consistent, usually from 2 to 5 years. The nature of long-term objectives. Objectives should be quantitative, measurable, realistic, understandable, challenging, obtainable, and congruent among organizational units. Its objective should also be associated with a timeline. Financially versus strategic objectives. The two types of objectives are especially common in organizations: financial and strategic objectives. Financial objectives include those associated with growth in revenue, growth in earnings, higher dividends, larger profit margins, and many more. Not margin objectives. Not margin by objectives, an unedified educator once said. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. The idea behind these sayings also applies to establishing objectives. Strategies should avoid the following alternative ways not managing by objectives. First is managing by extrapolation, managing by crisis, managing by subjectives, and lastly is managing by hope.
The Balanced Scorecard. Professors Robert Kaplan and David Kaplan of Harvard Business School created the model in 1993. The Balanced Scorecard, created by Norton and developed over time, is a strategy evaluation tool. The Balanced Scorecard gets its name from the perceived importance of measurement and control. Enterprises need to balance financial metrics that are frequently employed exclusively in non-financial criteria such as product quality and customer satisfaction are used to evaluate and regulate strategy. A well-designed balanced scorecard includes a carefully selected combination of factors of strategic and financial goals that are specific to the company's operation. The balanced scorecard is currently used by Sears and United Airlines to monitor and assess strategy. The goal of the scorecard is to balance shareholder goals with customer and operational goals. Obviously, these goals are intertwined and many of them clash. Customers, for example, expect low prices and excellent service, which may be at odds with stockholders' desire for a high return on investment. Customer service, employee morale, product quality, and other criteria are all equally important. Pollution reduction, company ethics, social responsibility, and community involvement are all topics that need to be addressed, and additional similar products. These software components, in addition to financial indicators, make up an essential component of the goal setting and strategy evaluation processes. These elements, along with financial indicators, make up the essence of a balanced scorecard, which varies each firm. A company's balanced scorecard is simple: a list of all important goals to work toward, together with a time frame for achieving them when each goal is to be completed, as well as a primary contact person, department of division for each goal.
Type of strategies. The model illustrated in Figure 1 to 5 provide a conceptual basis for applying strategic management defined and exemplified in Table 5 to 4. Alternative strategies that an enterprise could pursue can be categorized into 11 actions: forward integration, backward.
Integration strategy. which has three examples of integration strategy: forward integration, backward integration, and horizontal integration. Which are combined, it collectively refers to vertical integration. So what is the objective of this strategy? It allows the firm to gain control over distribution, suppliers, and competitors. They allow business to gain control from the customer. The type of integration strategy is forward integration. So what is the forward integration? It involves gain ownership. The objective of forward integration is that they want to increase the number of the manufacturers, of even increasing the number of the customer. They do establishing website to directly sell product. Forward integration is the when you franchising for seamlessly. So in backward integration, you are independent. You don't need to other distributor or suppliers. You can create your own supplies and distributor through your human resources.
Intensive strategies, market penetration, market development, and market development are sometimes referred to as intensive strategies because they require intensive efforts if a firm's competitive position with existing products is to improve. So these three are the intensive strategies: the market penetration, market development, and product development. First is market penetration. Market penetration strategy is when a company works toward a higher market share by tapping into existing products in existing markets. So, ito yung strategy ng isang company or organization na gumagamit ng pangpalawak or pangpahikayat sa mga customers nila. Next is market development. Market development is a growth strategy that identifies and develops new market segments for current products. Ito naman yung strategy na nagsusuri at nagpapalawak ng bagong segment sa products para mas kilalanin pa. And the last one is product development. Product development, it sets the direction for new products by establishing goals and through funding decisions. Ito naman yung kumpletong proseso para sa isang bagong nagawang product.
My report is diversification strategies. There are two general types of diversification strategies. That's it, related and unrelated. Businesses are said to be related when their value chains possess competitive, valuable cross-business strategic fits. Businesses are said to be unrelated when their value chains are so similar that no competitive, valuable cross-business relationship exists. Related diversification. Google's stated strategy is to organize all the world's information into searchable form, diversifying the firm beyond its roots as a web search engine that sells advertising the marker of jam, peanut butter, and Crisco oils, JM Smuckers, for $2.65 billion, which nearly doubled Smuckers' annual sale. Smuckers continues to strive to acquire related food and consumer brand business as it pursues related diversification.
Unrelated diversification. Related diversification strategy favors capitalizing on a portfolio of a business that are capable of delivering excellent financial performance in their respective industry rather than striving to capitalize on value chain strategic fits among the business. Case the tested feature. The edition contains the most current set of case in any strategic management text on the market. All cases includes year and 29 financial data and information.
Defensive strategies. In addition to integrative, intensive, and diversification strategies, organizations also could pursue retrenchment, divestiture, or liquidation. Retrenchment. Retrenchment occurs when an organization regroups through cost and asset reduction to reverse declining sales and profits, sometimes called a turnaround on or reorganizational strategy. Retrenchment is designed to fortify an organization's basic distinctive competence. During retrenchment, strategies work with limited resources and face pressure from shareholders, employees, and the media. Retrenchment can entail selling off land and buildings to raise needed cash, running product lines, closing marginal businesses, closing obsolete factories, automating processes, reducing the number of employees, instituting expense control systems. Divestiture. Selling a division or part of an organization is called divestiture. Divestiture often is used to raise capital for further strategic acquisitions or investments. Divestiture can be part of an overall retrenchment strategy to rid an organization of businesses that are unprofitable, that require too much capital, or that do not fit well with the firm's other activities. Divestiture has also become a popular strategy for firms to focus on their core businesses and become less diversified. Liquidation. Selling all of a company's assets in parts for their tangible worth is called liquidation. Liquidation is a recognition of defeat and consequently can be an emotionally difficult strategy. However, it may be better to cease operating than to continue losing large sums of money. For example, despite 4 years in development and 2 years in construction, the Hard Rock Park in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina liquidated in 2009, just 9 months after it opened.
Michael Porter's 5 generic strategies. Number 1 is a low-cost strategy that offers product or service to a wide range of customers at the lowest price available on the market. Number 2 is best value strategy that offers product or service to a wide range of customers at the best price value available on the market. Number 3 is differentiation strategy, producing products and services considered unique industry and directed at customers who are relatively price insensitive. Number 4 is a low-cost focus strategy that offers product or services to a small range group of customers at the lowest price available on the market. And number 5 is strategy include cannot top-of-the-line mountain bikes, Maytag washing machine, and Lone Star restaurant, steakhouse, as well as bed and breakfast inns and local retail boutiques.